Hi guys! Today's lesson is angles. Angle is two rays with a common endpoint called the vertex. So here we have an acute angle and this is how it looks like, and it measures less than 90 degrees. The second one is an obtuse angle, and as you see, it measures greater than 90 degrees. This one is a right angle, and you notice that it forms a square corner. That means it measures 90 degrees. This one here is a straight angle, and it measures exactly 180 degrees. Complementary angles are two angles whose sum is 90 degrees. As you can see here in the figure, this is angle 1, this is angle 2. So if you add the measure of two angles, it is 90 degrees. And you notice that it forms a square corner. So that means angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary. Let's consider example number 1. Angle 1 and 2 are complementary. If angle 1 is 32 degrees, what is the measure of angle 2? Angle 1 is 32 degrees and angle 2 is unknown. We are asked of the measure of angle 2. Complementary angles are angles whose sum is 90 degrees. So since angle 1 is 32, we will subtract 32 from 90, which is 58. So therefore, angle 2 is 58 degrees. And you can check if the answer is correct. So just add angle 1, which is 32, and angle 2 is 58, so 8 plus 2 is 10, and that is 90. So therefore, angle 1 is 32, and angle 2 is 58 degrees. Let's try example number 2. So find the value of x if the angles are complementary. So here, as you can see in the figure, angle 1 is 40, and angle 2 is x plus 1. Now here, we apply the basic knowledge of equation. So we will form an equation up from this. So this is going to be angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degrees. And we know that angle 1 is 40 degrees plus angle 2 is x plus 1, which is equal to 90 degrees. And then combine like terms. So we know that 40 and 1 are like terms because they are both constants. So when we combine, that means we will add them together. So 40 plus 1 is 41, and then bring down the variable x. And on the right side, we will write down 90. To undo 41, we will subtract 41 on both sides of the equation. So minus 41 here and minus 41 on the other side. Cancel this out and the leftover is x. So 90 minus 41 is 49. Now here, find the value of x if the angles are complementary. So here, the x is 49. Now, since it is x plus 1, that means we will add 49 to 1, which is the measure of angle 2. So angle 2 is x plus 1, and x is 49. So 49 plus 1 is equal to 50. Therefore, angle 2 is 50 degrees, and angle 1 is 40 degrees. If you add them together, that gives 90 degrees, which is the sum of two angles, which is a complementary angle. Okay, next is supplementary angles. So supplementary angles, it is two angles whose sum is 180 degrees. So this is how it looks like. So if you will add angle 1 and angle 2, they form a supplementary angle. Okay, consider example 1. Angle 3 and angle 4 are supplementary. If angle 4 is 126 degrees, how many degrees is angle 3? We'll write it down. We do not know what angle 3 is, so we will write down a variable or any variable. So that means unknown. We do not know yet. But we know that angle 4 is 126 degrees. And we know that the sum of two angles is 180 degrees. So what we're going to do is just subtract 180 degrees minus angle 4, which is 126 degrees. That is 54. So therefore, angle 3 is 54 degrees. And angle 4 is 126 degrees. If you add them together, that gives 180 degrees, which is the measure of two angles that forms a supplementary angle. Now, let's try example number 2. Angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. If angle 1 is 52 degrees and angle 2 is 2x plus 2 degrees, what is the value of x? How many degrees is angle 2? So now here, angle 1 is 52 degrees, angle 2 is 2x plus 2 degrees. So we will write this as an equation. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180. And we know that angle 1 is 52 and angle 2 is 2x plus 2 equals 180. Same thing, we have to combine like terms. So we know that we have two constants. We have 52 and 2. So 52 plus 2 is equal to 54. And bring down the variable term, which is 2x. So that's going to be 2x plus 54 is equal to 180. This is a two-step equation. So we will eliminate 54 first. So to undo 54, we will subtract 54 on both sides. So that's going to be minus 54. And this one is also minus 54. Then cancel this out. The leftover on the left side is 2x. And on the right side, we have 180 minus 54 is 126. And then we have here 2x is equal to 126. So we need to isolate x. So we have to divide both sides by 2. Cancel 2, leftover is x. Now the x is isolated. So 126 divided by 2 is 63. So the question, what is the value of x? We found out that x is equal to 63. And then the next question, how many degrees is angle 2? Now we know that angle 2 is 2x plus 2. So that's going to be 2x plus 2 and substitute the value of x, which is 63. So 2 times 63 plus 2. So 2 times 63 is 126 plus 2. So 126 plus 2 is 128. Therefore, angle 2 is 128 degrees and angle 1 is 52 degrees. Now, if you add them together, that is 180 degrees, which is the sum of a supplementary angle.